Dale.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state of Georgia. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Falcons had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
first down, it's Watson.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Although he's picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that 1st-round label, but we saw him make plenty of 1st-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker who reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's hard to believe with all of his production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again, this time to the Cleveland Browns. And now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming up a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Falcons, nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready. Red cycle.
2nd and 5. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they're there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it all.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Yeah, this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shot 17. Black shot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Falcons, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Falcons get over first down again. They're on 31 yards.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Patterson again.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Falcons grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Bryan Edwards.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The middle, it's Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short, so the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he's got room. he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll run with Patterson.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready, ready. Hurry, hurry.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Following the penalty, Chubb.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.